Hello guys, welcome back to another video. The question is this: what's really wrong with Chelsea? I know a lot of people don't ask themselves this question, but at this moment it feels like something's really wrong. I'm gonna try to give some scenario in these videos or some of my thoughts, points in trying to identify what's really wrong and maybe what could be causing Chelsea's crazy downfall under Graham Potter, because he started so well and everyone were excited over his success and everyone was excited over what he was gonna do. But now, how many games have been played? 3 losses in a row. That doesn't make sense. Is it the players? Is it him? Or what's happening? Because you might feel like maybe he's just living in the shadow of Thomas Tuchel and he's trying by all means to play the Thomas Tuchel way, which is causing problems to his success or something that he wants to create as a manager. Or maybe the players are just letting him down, and they just want him to fall, or to fail. I don't know. Let's get into the video. So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam. I want you to do me a favor at the end of the video. Please give me your thoughts and analyze whatever you think could be the problem of Thomas Tuchel. Yes, I'm gonna give some points in this video. Yes, I'm gonna tell you what I really think could be causing the downfall of him at Chelsea. But I want to really hear like your personal opinions. Don't try to be a rival just coming to throw some heat or something. We really have to try to analyze what is wrong, because this is one of the great upcoming managers that has been doing well in the world of football, and we really need to talk more about what exactly we should be getting. So this is what we learned about Chelsea versus which team were they playing? This is what we learned between Chelsea versus Newcastle, where Newcastle won by 1-0. What a goal by Willock. What a goal, what a goal. So I'm looking at some stats of the last 3 games that Chelsea has played. They lost 1-0 to Arsenal, they lost 2-0 to Man City, and they lost 1-0 to Newcastle. What has really happened? This is what I think. The first thing, when Thomas Tuchel left Chelsea, his way he plays, the type of football he played, what he was doing was no longer working, if you understand what I mean. It was no longer producing fruits. They kept on losing. The players were not really falling in love with whatever that he was trying to build at Chelsea. And signing Graham Potter was not what the Chelsea fans expected, but it was something that they were hopeful of, and they were excited. A British manager coming to join this great club, and he has a lot of success under his belt with Brighton, and he could be the main man. He could transform Chelsea, and there was that level of excitement looking at it. And it was not only to the public or to the Chelsea fans, it was also to the players of Chelsea Football Club. We saw some different articles of players trying to find out how the gaffer is. They were trying to find out what the new manager was going to produce coming to Chelsea. And we have always known from the Brighton days that what we know of Graham Potter is that his formation is always 4-3-3. He has really succeeded so much. He has done so much and succeeded with it with Brighton, and we saw in the first game that he tried by all means to change that in the first few games under him, and you could tell that the players were really ready to fight for him as he was coming in. They were fighting, trying to make sure that they show that they're out there. They try to produce the best quality with the new formation, with the new manager teaching them what to do. Then as time kept on going, they started losing the energy. Yes, the players started losing the energy, and maybe, just maybe, that's when they started to notice that something was missing. And because he noticed to a very early, he decided to go back to the Thomas Tuchel formation, which was 3-5, 3-4. was it 3-4-3 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, I think it was 3-4-3, where there are three players at the back, four in the midfield, and three going forward. The reason he went back today, maybe he thought just maybe if they stick into Thomas Tuchel's way of playing philosophy, he could gradually transform them and make them a team he wants them to be in his new formation and what he's trying to make, which is the 4-3-3, which is believing that they can create more chances and the strike force might actually get more opportunities of the ball and finish up if the creators and the midfielders are ready to fight for. But here's the problem. Chelsea doesn't no longer has a N'Golo Kante, who we know is gonna be fighting to win all the balls in the midfield, like what Fabinho does, like what Casemiro is doing for Manchester United. They don't have that, so it means that as they have a Jorginho who's gonna be a good stylist ball player, who's gonna be moving the ball as so well, that won't really help them much. And around them, they have a Kovacic, but a Kovacic they cannot play as a holding midfield. Can do his work, can defend, and can attack and can create, but on the side, which meant that there was still something missing there. They don't have a creative player that can produce something. They only have a Ruben Loftus-Cheek who, when you look at it, his type of football is really exciting to watch, but does it produce the end game that everyone is looking for? You start wondering. And up forward, they have an Aubameyang who's still trying to find his confidence after he thought he had found his new home in Barcelona. And they just came and everything just died just like that. A Sterling who was coming from this super giant of a team which made him look so invincible, and he's starting to discover that the grass is really not greener than he expected at City. And then Mason Mount, who there's so much bundle of talent in him, but we still nobody at this moment knows his identity. So in other words, he was dealing with a lot of players which have no and he's dealing with players with no hope. There were moments that you could actually feel that, and there are moments you actually feel that his best player is Thiago Silva. If not Thiago Silva, is the goalkeeper. At that moment, it was Kepa. And you wonder, as a player, as a person, how does he turn that into this, turn all that craziness in the players that he has into the success that he's expected to? There is no energy, there's no fight. He thought maybe let me go back to the Thomas Tuchel way, in that for the players like Kovacic helps each other alongside with Jorginho to become the defensive, while try to create using the likes of Rhys James and Chilwell on the other side. But guess what? Rhys James gets injured. Chilwell and Cucurella still don't really know what he's capable of doing in this new squad. He's not really fitting in. Do we really blame Graham Potter for the downfall that we're seeing at Chelsea, or do we blame the player for just not being good enough? Do we really blame Graham Potter? Can we? Can we say his philosophies are wrong? Because sometimes when you look, for example, in this Newcastle game that they played, the energy was there in the team. I think he managed to motivate them enough to produce the energy, but the creation, the creativity of the goal, where was it coming from? There is a lot to talk about, there is a lot to analyze when it comes to this team, but we cannot see where they can rise, if that makes sense. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I might not really have finished my points. I think I've taken so much and tried to analyze the first point. Tell me what is really wrong with with Chelsea, and what do they do for them to rise? I'm gonna be going. I'll be back with a part 2. If you want me, you are going to be the one who let me know in the comment section. But I'm out. Click the like button, subscribe to the connect, click here to watch my Liverpool video, because I feel like it's time for us to give our flowers to Nunes. And click here for my big match preview and reviews. We are out. Peace. Be blessed.